Hello everybody, this is Super Senpai with another Armada update video. I haven't shown these off on a video yet, because I've been working on them off screen, but most of you have probably seen them in my posts or on Facebook. I got him on his knees, but here's Armada Starscream. I'm still working on the face. His nose is too big, but you can understand the vision. He's got the, 1x2 elongated cheese slope for his brow, right? Because usually that comes with, venting, but then they started filling it in. It doesn't look too bad. But he needs those classic Starscream, I don't know if they have these in black. Stick them on the side of his head. And then he needs eyes. He's probably going to fall over. His knees are unstable. But the cockpit extends. I'm working on the legs right now so they can fold up. See if I can get him standing. The arms don't want to stay plugged in right now. But his chest needs to be 2 studs wider. And then the null cannons up here, I'm working on those. They have to fold up. I need 2 more of these black pieces for the shoulder pylons. And then that's where you plug Little Swindle, which I'm working on him, but he's coming along. There's one of his arms. He's got another arm back there somewhere with his wings. And then I did design it so his left wing does fold out into his sword. See if I can fold out his legs real quick. And then I'll stand, or put him side by side next to Megatron. Let's see. Doesn't look right from this angle. It makes it look like they're the same size, but Starscream is smaller. But he is definitely one of the tallest ones I've been working on. But this is definitely the tallest one I've been working on. This is Megatron. He's wearing his face shield right now because he's too ugly. I gotta work on the face, but you can kind of see the inside shoulder details. I want stronger joints than this, but this is pretty much all I have to work with unless I scalp something. I gotta work on his tummy bars, his waist detail. He's got these semi-truck barrel pieces on his hips, and then his feet. Right, if I can get some more of these joints to put up in his shoulders. And then I gotta fill in his thighs. There are gonna be some meaty thighs. His feet used to be a lot more symmetrical. I had to take this bit off because that doesn't exist on the toy. And then speaking of, this color is not, he's usually a darker shade of regular green, but I don't have the pieces I want in that shade, and then this is pretty much all I have for this olive green color. So I'm gonna make it work. It makes it look like the Legacy version a bit more. He does have his little, here I can take his arm off because it's not connected too well. But I thickened up his arm. That's where you'd plug the Micron. I'm going to try to make the hand knife gimmick work somehow. Because I am working on Leader 1, but he doesn't look pretty yet. And then these hands, these fingers, they need to be purple. But the only color purple fingers I need, I don't have, and that new Sentinel, that Avengers Doomsday Sentinel set has the fingers I need, but probably not 10 of them. If you can look at his hip, I put this here, so then his like it'll simulate the old school ball joint that'll fold up to this. I'll take off his other arm because his back is upside down right now. It's like that's how his leg would fold, and then it has to connect to the underarm of the shoulder. And then there should be tank treads under here, but I don't have enough. I've got a whole bunch up here for the arms. There's the little side cover pieces. His horns aren't exactly correct, but these are what I'm working with, and they don't look too bad. Otherwise, there's some bionicle ones that I think would look a lot better. Down to his feet. He has the little... Move the tank thing out of the way for a sec. He's got like the Micron shovel gimmick I'm going to try to fix on this leg. And then his feet. I haven't thought of something good for like the little toes on the front of the feet, but that's how they'd fold down. He's got little ankle articulation, like something to keep him stable, but I need something with a strong joint. Otherwise I gotta show off his tank turret. This is all I got so far for his tank. I gotta finish the barrel. It does spin, and then it does, when it is connected to him, it can flip out to the side, so it makes it easier to spin around to his tummy. Like I can kind of show that off right now. Can't remember which way he had it best. So I put that there on his belly, and then the tank turret would fold up. I'm not going to make it spin like the original toy, but whatever. It will have these little flick fire missiles up top instead of the regular old school missiles. But yeah, there's Megatron. Hotshot, I'll have to stand up. I think he might actually be able to stand. No, his leg. Un momento, por favor. Let's see. No. There we go. Sorry, technical difficulties. Oh no. Even more technical difficulties. I'm not stopping the camera now, I'm already too far. But... never mind. Hotshot's leg doesn't want to stay. Show off Hotshot. Look at his face. Yes, that is Icon's Bumblebee's face, and I think it works quite well for Hotshot. I still got some of the chest detail to work on, but he's not looking too bad. He looks pretty swole. His one leg did fall off. But I gotta figure out a better thing set up for the legs so they can fold into themselves and form the front of the truck. Yeah, he's not looking too bad. That's also one of the leftover Autobot tiles from Bumblebee 2. See if I can get his thing down a little. His visor does fold down, but it's a little too thick. Right, like look at it from above. It's too thick on the sides and not the right angle from the front, but it does work. So I'll take any suggestions I can get for that. I'll flip him around real quick. He does have his big old cannon wheels. Like, don't know if I can get that flipped up right now, but I am working on that. And then it'll detach, and then he can hold it like a regular cannon. Oops. Yeah, here's that shot. I got a couple more things. Look, it's Jolt. right? Like, his tail thing would fold down and become part of his chest. You gotta add his arms and legs, but I'm working on Jolt. And then what Hotshot and Starscream isn't complete without Star Saber. Look at this thing. Oops. Oh my. This is quite large. This is just a static, like, it's a solid thing. I put it together using parts that I think would work good for the mini-cones, but I haven't done the mini-cones themselves yet. But it's not looking too bad. It is kind of offset, but I have to adjust it. Let's see, give it Starscream. Compare it to Starscream. It'll probably look better in comparison when held by Starscream and Megatron, but it is like almost as tall as Hotshot. Yeah. He still doesn't look too bad holding it, though. If you want to see that, I've got it in my posts. Because he's the only one stable enough that can hold it. Everybody else has flimsy wrists. But yeah, oh wait. I am going to give Hotshot his container of jam. This seems like the correct shade, right? Like, I've got some different green ones, but yeah, jam. Delicious. I was maybe supposed to show off Demolishor for this too, but he's not pretty enough yet. But yeah, this is everything I've been working on for like the last few months. It's been quite a slog. The weather's been terrible here. We live on the second story of an apartment and no AC during the heat wave. It was bad. But any eagle-eyed viewers here? So I look, what could I do with these pieces? Anybody watch Gurren, or not Gurren Lagann, mistaking my anime here for a sec. Anybody watch Code Geass? Anybody recognize the Lancelot's wings? And then I got some pink ones down here for the Gurren. That's why I brought that up. The Gurren Satan. But yeah, I've got things cooking. I've been cooking myself lately. Too hot. But look at that. I gotta get this side by side with my Optimus once I can get him to stand. But he's coming along pretty nice. And this is like the 5th redesign I've had for him already. And then once I get around to it, I'll show off Cyclonus in my posts. Because he was maybe supposed to be in this video too. But I've got him packed away. Oh, this is like my little makeshift tote table that I've been using lately because my table is covered. Yeah, look at that. All those are filled with Lego. And then you go past my TV. And then totes of Lego. Boxes of Lego. Big boxes. Full. I didn't think this video would be this long, but I had to cover some things. I don't think I forgot anything. I wished I could have got him all together and showed some more things off. But, Starscream's cockpit. Where'd that screen go? I was going to use one of these, like, jet cockpit pieces instead. But, like, there's only so much detail I can fit in this space. And I did buy that Buzz Lightyear spaceship for the yellow one. Because I want to do Starscream as Thundercracker. Because Armada Thundercracker is probably my favorite version of this design. And for the record, I own none of these toys. So this is just based on what they can do on the show and slightly from what they can do from the toys that I've seen on like reviews and things on YouTube. So my own my own thoughts and designs going into these. I have seen some other mocks of Starscream and Hotshot, but I think mine look a little better. But hopefully, if the people that are watching this, if they have built some of these, like, I hope they enjoy them, because I'm not done with Armada. Like, Megatron may be the biggest I've done so far, but I think I could go bigger. There's at least 2 more that are bigger than him. And then I'm also working on Overload and Jetfire for Optimus. Those will have to be in another video. But thank you all so much for showing up today. Hopefully I'll post more often. But I gotta let you go. I got a doctor's appointment to get to, and then I can upload this. Later, y'all.